All right, good morning. How we doing? Doing okay? All right, so again for today, the 10 o'clock class again is mainly stretching. When it comes to lower body, mainly our hamstrings, upper body, mainly the shoulders. But again, let's start sitting. We will transition to standing, doing pretty much the same stretches. But let's start back relaxed on the chair. Let's start with a couple neck stretches. Let's bring your right hand to the left side of your head as we bring that right ear towards your right shoulder. Now let's switch sides, bringing that left ear towards your left shoulder. And relax. Good. Now let's relax those arms on the chair. Now let's bring your chin towards your chest. Then tilt your head back. As we inhale, going forward. Exhale, going back. And let's relax. Good. Now let's go to our legs. So let's sit in front of our chair. Now let's bring both legs out. Our toes are up. Let's have hands on your hips as we lean towards your toes. Let's hold for 5 seconds. Bring your chest all the way up. And let's do this 5 times. And now on this last one, let's hold that stretch for about 15 seconds. Now let's bring our legs back to center. Let's do the same thing with the groins. Bring those legs out wide. Arms are straight between the legs as we reach towards the floor. Hold for 5 seconds. Bring your chest all the way up. And let's do this 5 times. And last one. Now let's bring your elbows to your knees. Bring your chest towards the floor as we push our knees out. And let's hold for 15 seconds. Now let's repeat the same motion, but lean towards your left knee. Now let's switch sides and lean towards that right knee. Now let's relax, bring those legs back to center. So now let's lean your back against the chair. Let's pick up your right knee, bring that as close to your chest as you can, and let's rotate your ankle both ways. Good. Now let's switch sides. Bring that left knee to your chest and rotate your ankle both ways. And relax. Good. Now let's relax that back on the chair. Let's go through a couple hip and glute stretches. So now let's cross your right ankle to your left knee. For the first part, hands go on the knee, slightly push towards the floor. And again, if you can slightly lean forward. Let's try that just to feel a deeper stretch in the hip and your glutes. Now with that same leg, let's bring that knee towards your left shoulder. And you should feel a deeper stretch in the glute on this one. Now let's switch sides. And let's start hands on the knee, slightly pushing towards the floor. Now let's bring that knee towards your right shoulder. and relax. Perfect. So now for the next one, let's grab the bands. Grab weights too. All right, so let's start by just wrapping that band around your left foot. So now at your own speed, our left leg is slightly out as we bring toes to the floor and relax. Good. And again, this is one of the best exercises to do if you have any swelling, inflammation, soreness in your legs. It will help increasing our blood flow, just getting everything going there. Good. And now let's switch to the right. And again, we're just bringing toes to the floor and relax. And let's relax. Good. So let's put those bands to the side. We will come back to them. So now let's go through quite a few stretches for the upper body, again, mainly our shoulders. So we can have our back relaxed, keeping that good posture. Let's start by bringing both arms up. And again, in this position, we want our shoulder blades squeezed together as we raise our hands up and go back into that squeeze. Let's take this at your own pace. Let's do 2 more. And relax. Good. So now let's go more to a static stretch. So now with that left arm, let's cross that over your chest, using your right arm to pull that left arm as close to your chest as you can. And we should feel this stretch in our left shoulder. Good. Now let's switch sides, bringing that right arm as close to your chest as you can. and relax. Good. So now let's go to our tricep stretch. Again, this is an awkward movement, just going up and overhead. So let's start with that left arm, bringing that over your shoulder. Using your right hand, let's try to pull that left elbow back as far as you can go. Let's switch sides, bringing that right arm over your shoulder, pushing your elbow back as far as you can go. And relax. Good. All right, so let's go back to our back pinches. Again, squeezing our shoulder blades together. So let's slightly have your back off the chair. Bring your elbows to your side. So when you're ready, we're pretty much just bringing elbows back until we feel a squeeze in our shoulder blades. Let's hold for about 5 seconds. And relax. Go back into that squeeze, hold for 5 seconds, and relax. Good. And let's do one more. And relax. Perfect. All right. So now that we did that movement, let's add a little more tension. So let's grab that band. And let's hold the band palms up. So let's go back to that same movement where we have that back pinch and also a shoulder exercise with the band. So again, elbows are to your side. Let's just bring your hands out to the side. Again, feel that squeeze. Try to hold for 5 seconds. And relax. Bring the band out. Hold for 5. Relax. And last one. Perfect. All right. Let's do one more sitting. Let's just bring those palms down. Let's stick with our shoulders. So let's bring those arms straight out. Pull on the band, have some tension. Let's try to keep our arms straight and tension on the band as we go overhead as far as you can go. and relax back down. And let's repeat this at your own pace, doing what's comfortable for you. Trying to go as much of a range of motion as you can. And let's do one more. And relax. Good. All right, let's put those bands to the side. We will come back to them one more time. And now when you're ready, let's stand and start behind your chair. All right, let's go back to our lower body. Let's start with our calves and our ankles. So our left foot is forward, right foot is back. Trying to keep both feet flat. Bend the knees down. Lean into that chair. Good. Let's switch sides. And again, keeping your feet flat. Bend the knees down. Lean into that chair. And relax. Good. All right, so now let's go to our hamstring stretch standing. Again, our hamstrings will help our low back as well. So let's bring your legs about shoulder width apart. Let's slightly bring your left foot out. Heel is on the ground, toe is up. Hands can either be on the chair or your hips. From this position, we're just bringing your chest towards the floor. Feel the stretch for about 5 seconds. Bring your chest all the way up. And let's do this 3 more times. And last one. Perfect. Let's switch our feet. And again, just bringing your chest towards the floor. Hold the stretch for 5 seconds. Bring your chest all the way up. And let's do this 3 more times. And last one. And relax. Good. All right. So now for this next one, let's focus on our hips and our glutes. Again, our hips keep us in line with our body, keeps us stable. So let's go to the left side of your chair. Again, let's take this at your own speed. Our left leg is straight. And let's start with circles outwards first. And as we go through the motion, you should start feeling your hips and your glutes. Just working through a greater range of motion and working on our flexibility. Now with that same leg, let's do circles going in. Now let's relax and switch to the right. So now with that right leg, keeping it straight, let's start with circles outwards first. Now let's do circles going in. And relax. Good. Now let's get back behind your chair. So let's finish with our upper body today. Again, mainly focusing on those shoulders. So let's bring your legs wherever you like, what's comfortable for you. Let's start with our big arm circles. Again, going through a big range of motion. Let's start arms down. And again, let's start going back first. Trying to create as big of a circle as you can. And now let's do the same thing going forward. Now relax, shake out those arms, take a deep breath here. Good. All right. Let's go into our shrugs. Let's keep those arms down. Just bringing shoulders up to the ears. Roll them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. and relax. Good. All right. So for the next one, let's grab one weight. All right. So again, when it comes to our pendulums here, this is one of my favorites when it comes to stretching our shoulder, and you're really just letting the weight guide you through the motion. So let's start weights in the left hand. Our right hand can be on the chair. Let's slightly lean forward. Our left arm is pretty much dead weight. I want no tension in the elbow, no bending. Arm is completely down. And let's just start swinging our arm front to back. Again, just working on range of motion, getting our blood flowing, working on that flexibility here. Now let's start swinging side to side. Now let's relax and switch sides. So now our right arm is pretty much dead weight, just fully relaxed down. Let's start swinging front to back to start. Now let's start swinging side to side. And relax. Good. All right. Let's put those weights to the side. All right. So let's finish with one more stretch today. Our most challenging one. Let's grab that band and we can take a seat. All right. So I will show you standing just so you can see what's going on behind my back. We're going back into that tricep stretch. So let's start with that band. Toss it over your left shoulder. Your left hand will pretty much hold the band at about your chest. Now with that right hand, let's grab that band at about our spine. Okay. So the band is just helping you guide through the motion. So as we bring our left hand down, our right arm will naturally go up the back. Let's go until we feel a stretch in that right shoulder. And let's hold for 30 seconds. All right, and let's switch sides. Toss that band over your right shoulder. And now with that left hand, let's grab that band at about your spine. And again, as we pull that right arm down, our left arm will naturally come up. Let's hold that stretch for about 30 seconds. And relax. Good. All right. So what we just did, our back stretch test that we did a couple months ago, the arm that's under or behind, that's what this stretch will work on. I want to show you one more stretch for the arm that's on top, which again is our tricep. This one's probably a little more difficult, but just let me show you. So now, with that band, we're going to toss it over your left shoulder, but we're going to keep that elbow up. So instead of bringing your left arm down, now with that right hand, we're going to grab the band behind. And it's pretty much just the opposite. As we pull the band down behind, our elbow will naturally go up. And we're going to hold that stretch for about 30 seconds. And relax. How'd that feel? A little awkward? Yeah. Now let's go over your right shoulder, keeping that elbow up. Again, we're just pulling that band behind, trying to bring your elbow up as much as you can. And relax. Good. All right. So those stretches are awkward. I don't expect you just to get that right out of the gate. But it's definitely something to keep practicing. Again, I do recommend a belt, a rope, kind of anything that's not so flexible with the band. Just to give you a little rundown of this class, we're going to keep this class the rest of the month, Tuesdays at 10. My plan next month, again, Tuesdays at 10 in August, I'm going to switch Limber Up to strength and mobility. So it's going to be the same principles, hamstrings and shoulders. We will still have that segment. But when it comes to more of the exercise movements, we're going to add some bands and weights just to go into our stretches. It will make a lot more sense once we get there. But that's all I had today. We have weights and balance in about 20 minutes. All right, thank you.